Welcome back. We do have some breaking news out of Florida. That's where the state Supreme Court has ruled in 2 abortion-related cases. One, a major win for abortion rights advocates, and one, a potential setback. Just moments ago, the court upheld Florida's 15-week abortion ban, paving the way for the more severe 6-week ban, which was passed last year, to go into effect in a month. But in a separate ruling, the court greenlit a ballot initiative this November to protect abortion rights in Florida. If passed in November, the measure would protect access to the procedure until viability. It also would effectively undo Florida's 15-week ban passed in 2022 and the 6-week trigger ban. Today's decision on the abortion ballot initiative comes as across the country, supporters and opponents of abortion rights are working to get the issue on the ballot. Democrats in particular are eyeing ballot measures as a way to increase turnout, as multiple referendums to protect abortion access have passed since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, including in red states. Joining me now from Coral Gables, Florida, is NBC's Marissa Parra, who's been following this story closely. Marissa, we're just getting this information in now. We were expecting this last week, but the court waited until the deadline. I know it's early, but how are both sides reacting to today's ruling?
Right. Well, first, I just want to give an overview of what we learned within the last few minutes. So in summary, when it comes to abortion-related issues in particular, we know that abortion will be on the ballot. Simultaneously, there was a lot of questions on whether or not we would get a ruling on the 15-week abortion ban, and that did come as a surprise to a lot of people. And the decision was that the 15-week ban that is currently in place is constitutional, according to the Florida Supreme Court. Therefore, the 6-week abortion ban previously signed by Governor Ron DeSantis will take place in 30 days. But again, all of these decisions dropping simultaneously. So, Ryan, we now know that voters will have a chance to overturn that in November. It will require over 60% of voters to vote in favor of that, but they do have the chance to do that. And so quickly, before I get into where we have seen initiatives go in the past in other states, I want to take you to what we have heard in the past in terms of what the reaction could be from both the the Democrat who is challenging Senator Rick Scott for his seat. So this is a Democrat, Debbie McChrystal-Powell. And then you will also hear from the executive director for Florida Voice for the Unborn. Take a listen. And we may not have that sound. So instead, what I will do is I will summarize what I am seeing and what I am hearing. Obviously, a big win for abortion rights advocates. And I'm already seeing this from Democrats on that side of the aisle already saying this is why we need to bring voters to the ballot. And so trying to use this as a push to bring people to the polls in November. And it's only been minutes since this decision dropped. I have not had a chance to speak with the executive director for Florida Voice for the Unborn in the last few minutes. But I do know when I asked him, how would you feel if the Supreme Court had ruled in Florida that abortion can be on the ballot? And he said that it would be disappointing, but another reason to head to the polls. And I'm just told by a producer in my ear that we do have the sound, so you can listen for yourself.
I think that millions of Floridians, regardless of party, we know that this is not a partisan issue, are going to come out to the ballot box and make sure that they protect their right to choose and their freedom.
Florida has been trending very conservative in past elections, but that's no guarantee that 60% of voters will not approve this initiative. So we need to reach, in particular, suburban Republican women.
So I think we have a couple of examples, right, Ryan, of where abortion rights were put on the ballot. Kansas is a conservative state, but we saw how abortion rights, that is how the voters voted. And so even though there was an amendment put on the ballot that would have made abortion even stricter when it comes to the legality of it, we now have a really big topic and another thing that we're going to be watching very closely to see how does this impact voter turnout. We know that that Senate race is getting increasingly more competitive here in Florida, and Democrats are trying really hard to keep Florida purple, if you will. We know that conservatives have been making significant inroads in this state, so it remains to be seen, will this have an impact?
And you mentioned how important this is going to be in November. These were two almost bombshell rulings by the Supreme Court, because we also got a ruling on the 15-week abortion ban in the state. That actually opens the door to a 6-week ban going into effect. How soon could it go into effect?
So my understanding and what we've been reporting on, and now we know that will take place 30 days from now, Ryan. We've been expecting this. We were not sure if it was going to drop this week, next week, sometime between now and the summer. But 30 days from today, Florida will see a 6-week abortion ban go into effect. But again, in the same day, we're also learning that Florida voters now have the ability to overturn that in November.
Okay, quite a bit of developments there in the Sunshine State. Marissa Parra, thank you for breaking it all down for us.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.